the sleazy one, not sleazy, the slimy one in Canada, Trudeau, he has said that, well, he admires China, and I'm sure that he does. And lots of other of these people also admire the Chinese Communist Party system.
There's a level of admiration I actually have for China, because their basic dictatorship is allowing them to actually turn their economy around on a dime and say, we need to go green as fast as we need to start investing in solar. I mean, there is a flexibility that I know Stephen Harper must dream about, of having a dictatorship that he could do everything he wanted, that I find quite interesting.
China. I sell apartment for I just sold an apartment for $15 million to somebody from China. Am I supposed to dislike them? I own a big chunk of the Bank of America building in 1290 Avenue of the Americas that I got from China in a war. Very valuable. I love China. The biggest bank in the world is from China. You know where their United States headquarters is located? In this building, in Trump Tower. I love China. People say, oh, you don't like China. No, I love them. But their leaders are much smarter than our leaders. And we can't sustain ourselves with that. There's too much. It's like take the New England Patriots and Tom Brady and have them play your high school football team. That's the difference between China's leaders and our leaders. They are ripping us. We are rebuilding China. We're rebuilding many countries. China, you go there now, roads, bridges, schools, you never saw anything like it. They have bridges that make the George Washington Bridge look like small potatoes. And they're all over the place. China is wonderful. China has no drug problem. No, China has no drug problem because they have what's called quick trial. Quick trial, where a dealer, when caught, goes to trial quickly, and if guilty, is immediately executed. Singapore, likewise, despite the wealth and all of the other aspects that would normally lead to massive use of drugs, has no drug problem because dealers are given, after a fast trial, the death penalty. Many years ago, China became a drug-ridden country. It was weak, lethargic, and large sections were easily taken over by other countries and the enemy. They had massive problems with opium, as you probably know from reading your history books, and other drugs were devastating them as a country. This went on for many, many decades until their leaders decided it must stop, and it must stop now. It was brutal, but it ended, and it ended very quickly. When I was with President Xi of China, I innocently and perhaps naively asked, do you have much of a drug problem in China? And he looked at me and said, no. Why would you ask? He didn't say this, but I'm saying what he was thinking. Why would you ask such a dumb question as that? No, we don't have a drug problem. Why would we have a drug problem? There is no problem. Drug dealers get the death penalty. The trial goes very quickly. So instead of coming into China, they go someplace else. We've had big drug problems over the centuries, but we don't have a drug problem at all now. They don't deal in China. These drug dealers, they just don't deal in China. The consequences are far too great. It's called death. The drug problem in China, however, is our problem because they make drugs there, but they won't sell them there because they're afraid to do so, so they sell them through our southern border and other places into the United States. And we had a very strong understanding when I was president with President Xi, and he was largely living up to that understanding. It was really slowing down, but now it's out of control. Because Trump isn't there, it's out of control. So we can continue to have our blue ribbon committees made up of some of the people in this room, for very nice people. They're wonderful people, but sadly, they don't have a clue. Or we can be strong and do what ultimately has to be done. I listened as one country was being excoriated for having horribly executed a relatively small number of people. But the person representing this country said, by doing this, we have saved tens of thousands of people and lives and families. We have no drug problem whatsoever in our country. You must also have the death penalty for those who kill police officers as well as those who kill through human trafficking. The women and children in particular are destroyed by traffickers, making more money than some of the biggest people in business. They are making money that a lot of people, even very successful people, have never seen before. If it were money alone, they should be on the cover of the business magazines, not the nice Ivy League graduates of the wonderful Wharton School of Finance or the Harvard Business School. So we can be streetwise, tough and smart, and end our problem, or we can be politically correct, weak, and frankly, extremely stupid, which is probably the way we will continue to be.
Klaus Schwab is one of them. And if you look at him when he welcomed little Xi, what's his name? Xi Ping? The little disgusting one in China. Klaus welcomed little Xi on the stage in the World Economic Forum, and he said, and here is His Excellency, and so on and so on. It's disgusting.
It's an honor to have you in the United States. We're going to have a very, very great relationship, and I look very much forward to it. I have great respect, and I have great respect for President Xi. And I think we're going to have a deal, because now we're dealing on proper terms. They understand and we understand.
These people are not good people. I have no respect for them. And I want all manner of bad and horrible things to happen to them. Yes, that is the truth. And you can quote me on that if you want to, because they are not decent people, and we cannot let them have their way. And in the USA, you have Biden, of course, and you have, Pelosi, she said, China is one of the freest societies in the world.
We still support the one China policy. We go there to acknowledge the status quo is what our policy is. There is nothing disruptive about that. It was only about saying China is one of the freest societies in the world. Don't take it from me. That's from Freedom House.
Let's talk a little bit.
Democracy, courageous people, and
Yeah, she said that. And you have to ask, is that like the vodka talking, or is she becoming senile, or I don't know. But when you can say that, or maybe it's just it's the money talking. You can't have people like that to make decisions. You can't have people like that in charge of anything.
恭喜恭喜恭喜你，恭喜恭喜恭喜你呀！恭喜恭喜恭喜你。每条大街小巷，每个人的嘴里，签名第一句话。
You can't have people like that in charge of anything. Not even their own lives, if you ask me. But
恭喜恭喜恭喜你，恭喜恭喜恭喜你呀！恭喜恭喜恭喜你。每条大街小巷，每个人的嘴里，签名第一句话就是恭喜恭喜恭喜恭喜恭喜你呀！恭喜恭喜恭喜你。冬天一到尽头，真是好的消息，温暖的春风就要吹进大地。
you think she was drunk? Yeah, I don't know. And I'll take back that one thing I said about them not being allowed to be in charge of their own lives. I'm not saying that we should. Yeah, you know what I meant. It's at least they cannot be leaders. They can't be taking decisions for other people because they have a skewed worldview and they are corrupt. Okay, that's what I think they are. I think they are. I think they are corrupt. So, so that's how it is. Okay. So I'll sort of change topic a little. We need to gain wisdom. We need to be readers. We need to be intelligent. We need to educate ourselves. And I I think that it is necessary that we start doing that if we haven't started already. And why is that?